Okay, thank you. I am hoping to share some resources with you. Some of them are still developing at the moment, but hopefully you'll be able to use them in your own lessons or adapt them slightly so that they work for you. So starting off, this is a challenge board which I've recently created in my classroom. Now, I appreciate not everybody has a base, so perhaps these activities can be used and sort of taken with you. The idea is that when students finish in the lesson, they can go to this board quite freely, and the activities will help extend their learning or challenge their thinking. There's a lot of reflection and reviewing involved in this as well. Some of the activities you may be familiar with, they're not all created by myself, but I am happy and willing to share these. If you just email me, that's not a problem. But these are the sorts of activities that are on the board at the moment, as well as some additional exam preparation. And the idea is that it will consolidate learning and hopefully extend what we're covering in the lesson. So I'll just let you have a quick look at those. These are a few more. I'm trying to link in with literacy with some of these tasks as well. So the bottom one, they will have to think about their grammar, their punctuation as they're doing these tasks. And they're quite nice because you can take them wherever you go. So I've laminated all of these and they can be reused. With homework at the moment, this isn't a new concept, but it's a concept that I've adapted for our department, and it's the idea of takeaway homeworks. Now, for textiles, I have reflected the challenge through the temperature of the irons and the temperature of the chili peppers in the bottom there. And as you go through this chart, so I give these out for Key Stage 3, little A5 copies in their planners, and they can choose the homework tasks that they do. So the challenge varies along the top there, and there are different learning styles to accommodate all students and how they would like to work. And we set these throughout the term, but they can choose their own. So there's like an independence there, and they can think about it more themselves. Marking, this is a really big focus at the moment. Particularly as a whole school approach at Fox's, we have developed these stickers, which you can see in the top hand corner. I saw somewhere recently a quote that said, "Reading without reflecting is like eating without digesting," which I actually liked as a food teacher, and ironically it got me thinking, if we're spending all of our time as teachers marking so much, and then the response we get in the I will box is just a repeat of what you've asked them to do, or a thank you, I will do that, then it's sort of a waste of their time and our own time, because the students aren't progressing. So this concept of DIRT, which is directed improvement and reflection time, I will flash this screen up on the board, and it allows students that time to reflect on their work, and then I will make sure that in the I will box they are giving me some kind of response that shows their progression of their learning. In the bottom hand corner, this is an idea which I'm developing at the moment. These are scratch cards, so if the students have made a good response, we're really, really pushing this at the moment for them to do the even better if well. I've created these scratch cards. Now, the actual stickers, you can get them from eBay or from Amazon, and they just scratch off nice and easily on laminated cards. And underneath are some reward schemes. So you might have prom points, achievement points, depending on what key stage you're working with. Maybe even exemption from a homework task at a later date might be quite an incentive. But it's just allowing students the opportunity to be rewarded for their comments. I'm going to whiz through these because I'm aware of the time. Question cards and challenge cards. As a practical lesson, these question cards, I've developed these at the moment. Students have a demonstration and they have an opportunity to read the methods when they're making things. I want to make sure that they don't ask too many questions, so I give them a limited amount of cards in order to ensure that they don't. And if they do ask too many questions, then they are less likely to get rewarded at the end with points in this case for us. I've just run out of time. I'll just really quickly show these, but I'm happy to share any further ideas. These are just some other resources we use at the moment. So step-by-step boards, or in our case, laminated stages with images to show the instructions that you're expecting, exemplars, which are quite important, particularly the visual side of things. And then we've got displays in our rooms down the bottom. They're a really big feature for us to support learning, along with some EAL keyword translations. Really rushed, sorry, but happy to answer any questions or forward any of that on to you. Thank you.